myself up a little bit so I can take another 2 hits, hopefully.
Okay.
I'm just gonna heal I'll do 10. Excuse me, for 10. So instead of just clicking 10 times, I'm just gonna change my health to 7.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And that was an action, so that's it. I'm just gonna keep myself between Orc 3 and Toki. Who's on the floor.
Okay. Alright. Oh, wow. Nice. John rolled a 20 on a death save, meaning he stops bleeding out and it comes back up with 1 hit point. So your eyes blink open.
That's awesome.
As you see corpses everywhere.
He doesn't know what to do. He wasn't expecting that.
So the nearest orc you see is orc number 3. That's on Balazar.
He grants advantage as well, so just so you know.
Oh, nice.
He's the only one left that grants advantage from the fairy fire from earlier.
Ooh, nice. As you stab into orc number 3, cutting into his right shoulder, and he kind of double takes as he looks at you, seeing that he saw you go down twice, and you're still coming at it. Alright. Anything else, John? Alright. The Orc Warlock. He's going to make another concentration or Constitution save to see if he can even do anything. Alright. He kind of manages to pull himself together and curses at Ghost. He's all, "Take this, you bastard." As a blast of energy hurtles out at you. And it hits. As you take 7 points of damage.
Awesome.
Alright, that brings us to Toki.
Alright, so I want to move at least 30 feet away from these guys, and I want to use, from like the enemies, and I want to use Eldritch Blast on that Warlock. Because that's the range.
Yeah, that would still put him in range. And that hits. And that's going to be a death blow. So go ahead and describe that.
Shit.
Alright, so I run away because of course I'm scared shitless. And as I run, I turn again and I flick my wand and a stream of arcane energy erupts from it, striking the warlock from his back and stopping his heart as he or she or it falls slowly to the ground and it collapses. Dead.
Nice. Alright, Ghost. So you have one orc in your face, and there's another orc battling, trying to fight off Balazar and Jean.
Okay. Well, crap. I threw my dagger, so I'll whip out my rapier. And I'll attack the orc that's on me.
Okay.
Okay. If I use my inspiration?
Yep.
I did, right?
Yeah, you did. That's why
Okay,
your
it
arrow
was still
struck
marked.
the warlock's crotch instead of missing.
That's right.
And that is
So
a miss.
that's a miss, right?
Yep.
Cool.
I had a question. You can give up your inspirations to get to other people's, yes?
Yes, you can.
So I could give up mine to let Ghost attack him again. Hopefully, hits him.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
Oh, excellent. Is this orc carrying a dagger?
No, he is carrying a great axe.
Just a great axe? Alright.
Yep.
Well, what I will do is expend my last PSP to summon a short sword again. And I'll take my 2 attacks. Can I do that?
I think summoning your weapon is an action. And the
Oh, really?
And the inspiration
Never mind.
point that Balazar gave you is to re-roll your attack, not give you another attack.
That works.
So that will hit. And that'll actually be a death blow. So go ahead and take that.
Nice. So, which orc was this?
Orc number 4, the one you just plummeted your rapier into. The one that just hit you with the great axe.
Okay, just one of the orc warriors.
Yep.
Alright. So I guess I would have dodged some swings of his great axe and tried to move in close to plunge my rapier into his heart. Kind of sweep my blade out of his chest and spin away,
Right.
flicking the blood off my blade.
Nice. Alright, anything else? Alright. The last orc there, seeing all his buddies have been decimated clearly, even though he smells all this blood coming from his foes, is actually going to run. So, Balazar and Jean, you'll get attacks of opportunity. Oh, damn.
I roll like ass when it comes to attacks opportunity.
Alright, John. Damn, it's too bad your mic isn't working. Alright, so as it runs by John, John takes a swing with his longsword, completely cutting off the orc's left arm as he runs by. It holds on to the bloody stump of his left arm for a second, looks up at John, pure hatred yet confusion in his eyes as he drops to the ground dead. Alright. Nice battle, guys.
Yay.
Boy.
Yep, that was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was.
I go over to the goblin that's sleeping,
Oh, yes, that's right.
and I tie him up.
Okay. So you go over and tie him up.
I forgot about that guy.
I know.
Alright, Balazar, what are you doing?
I would be searching the area to make sure there's no more orcs or goblins around trying to step upon us.
Alright, you go about looking, make sure there's no more, and you don't see any. It looks like John, he goes over to the stairs, puffing, kind of barely holding on as he's kind of staggering. And you're going to take your hit dice. So you're going to go into a long rest. So you're just going to collapse and start sleeping. Alright, so you see him collapse. Alright, Ghost, what are you doing?
I'm going to go look in the largest tent that I could find.
Alright, it's in the center of the camp. Alright, so...
Right. That's where I want to go.
Alright, you peer in and you see a bed in the back. There looks like a crude desk right to the left as you come in. And over by the bed in the back, you do see a large looking chest made out of some oak wood with some steel banding on it.
Alright. My eyes brighten, and that's where I'm headed. Over to the chest.
Okay.
Searching for traps anywhere within 5 feet of the chest before I just stroll right up to it.
Okay, give me a perception check in the tower. Alright, so Toki, you have the goblin tied up as he's still snoring away. John is passed out sleeping. Balazar, you looking around. You clearly don't see any more threats other than possibly the direwolves over in the camp where Toki's at, or the boars in that pen. And then of course on the northern side you see the 5 little shacks stuffed full of villagers and whatnot in there huddled up, yelling out, "Free us! Free us!"
Belisar would, try to wave his hands to get them to stop yelling, and tell them, trying to motion for them to lower their voices.
Alright, so they do, and they start huddling up and crowding in on the door there, trying to wait for you to let them out.
Yeah, and head over there to try to let them out.
Okay. Ghost, going back over to you. You do not see any traps on the chest.
Okay. Is it locked?
It does appear to be locked.
Alright, I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Alright.
How do I do that?
Make a dexterity check in the tower. Alright, you slide your pick in there and start working at trying to move the tumblers around, and your pick snaps. Alright, Toki, over to you. Alright, so you got the goblin tied up. What are you doing now?
I want to be nice and tied up. I want to be in a place where I can see him. I want to search the bodies that are around, because since Balazar is already working on getting the people out and making sure that they're quiet, that's perfect. I wanted to search the bodies and collect whatever weapons or magical implements they have, especially the shaman and the warlock. I want to see what magical stuff they have. That could probably help me boost whatever I have, hopefully.
Alright. So you head back over and start searching through the bodies. Give me an investigation check. Alright.
Yeah, and I definitely want to keep the goblin insight, because I'm going to do stuff. So.
And with that, Balazar, so you go to open up the doors.
He just went to the bathroom. I think he's AFK.
Oh, was that him? No, that's John.
No,
right?
that's Jose.
Oh, yeah, it was. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. And John's sleeping. Okay. Just trying to go around, give everyone a shot. Alright, Ghost. So your pick snaps. What are you doing now? on? Sorry, you cut out.
I guess I'll try to get the broken pick out and try it again.
All right, go ahead and give me another one. All right, Jose, are you back? I thought I saw him back.
Yeah, I just got back.
Okay, so you go to open up the doors, and you see some crude padlocks on the doors to the shacks to let them out.
All right, so Balasar, he's still trying to keep a low voice, which is why I whisper and I just talk in normal voice. And he's going to ask him, do you know which one has the key for this thing?
The key, it was one of the big ones. Yeah, the big guy's got the keys.
All right, let me go get the key to unlock this. I'll be right back. Head over towards the orcs and start looking for the keys on the orcs. And I guess the first one will be, was this Grotface? I forgot his name.
Yeah, Grotface. Alright, give me
Grotfang.
an investigation check. Alright, Toki. So you're searching through some of the bodies there, especially the shaman and the warlock.
Yep.
You find the shaman has a couple of potions, light blue and liquid. They kind of look very similar to the potions of healing you guys have been using. And you also see 3 scrolls on the warlock.
Could I read them, or do I know what they do?
2 of them are in the arcane language. You know that they're Ray of Sickness and Tasha's Hideous Laughter. The other one you're assuming is a divine scroll, because you don't recognize it.
Okay. I'll hold on to the arcane scrolls, and I'll give the divine one to Balasar. He's like a paladin. He should know. He should understand it.
Okay.
And that was from the shaman.
The shaman, you found the divine scroll and a couple potions of healing on him.
Okay. And the warlock is where I found the arcane scrolls.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Going back over to Ghost. So Ghost, you slide another pick into the lock, start working out the tumblers, and yet again, snap.
Alright. I'm using my crowbar.
Alright, give me an athletics check. Alright, while he's doing that, Balazar. So you're searching through Grotfang, and eventually you do find a set of keys on him.
Exactly what I was looking for. I head back to the gate, where the slaves are, and start messing with the key, trying to unlock this padlock.
Alright, so for the next couple minutes, you go about fumbling with the keys and unlocking all 5 of the shacks. Alright, back over to Toki.
Yep. So I found those items on those guys. What I want to do is I want to since he's releasing those people, I want to tell. Is it hot or cold? Is this cold in this area? Is it like
It's
hot?
snowing. It's
Snowing?
Yeah, it's snowing. There's a couple of big bonfires spread about down here in the slave camp for warmth.
Okay.
But yeah, it's snowing. It's cold,
Okay.
but you're not feeling the effects because of that spell that Durgan cast on you guys.
And there's a giant tent for in the middle of the camp, right?
Yes.
So I would gesture. I would tell the people go into the big tent to stay warm for the moment.
Okay, and
Um,
they start heading that way.
because we need to get them on all one place and hopefully figure out a way to get them all out of here without freezing to death.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, back over to Ghost. So you reach into your bag, you pull out your crowbar, and put it in there and start working on trying to bust open this lock or open up this chest, and it's not budging.
Alright, I'll look around for a key.
All right, give me an investigation check. Alright, you fumble around and eventually you find a key kind of stuffed in the bed over there. And I'm assuming you're going to use that on the chest.
Yes.
Alright, you use that on the chest and it opens up the lock.
Excellent. What's in there?
Alright, you pop it open. As you pop it open, a puff of green smoke
Oh shit.
shoots up at you. Go ahead and make a
Nice.
Constitution saving throw, please. And you make it as you kind of dodge out of the way, and you kind of wave that cloud away. You peer in, and you see a nice sizable stack of copper coins, silver, mixed in with some gold, totaling 2,200 copper, 800 silver, and 70 gold pieces. Also
Okay.
in there, you see 5 obsidian statuettes in the likenesses of Shar and Leviatar.
Alright. I'll give those to the paladin. He might appreciate those.
Awesome. Okay, so as you got that open, you start seeing all these people starting to pour into the tent. The villagers.
Alright.
And,
Picking up my chest.
alright, you're going to try and pick it up. You try and pick it up, and this thing's really heavy. The most you could probably do is slide it.
Okay. I'll slide it out. I don't trust the villagers. Go split this with my party.
Alright. So, Toki, you see the villagers hitting into the tent, and then you, as they start hitting in there, you see Ghost comes out, and he's manhandling this big old chest, pulling it out.
Okay, I'm like, oh, you found the goods. That's great. How many people are there in total? Could I get like an estimate or something, or is that a lot?
There's are you going to count them all?
Just a general number based on just looking at them.
You'd say probably about 30.
About 30. Okay, that's not too bad. I'd want to check on John. Is John there or what?
You
Like, is
take
he
a
on the
minute
line?
as you scan around looking for John, and you look over towards the stairs, and you see him
Okay.
over there lying still.
Oh, wow.
Durgan's at his side. He's on his knees praying.
Okay. Well, John, like out of game, do you want a healing potion or do you just want to lay there for so you get your hit points back?
I'll be right back as well.
Yeah, okay, you gotta use a hit dice. Okay. Makes sense. So. What am I gonna do? Yeah, I'll search the rest of the bodies. Get as many resources as we can and figure out a way to get these people out of there after we split the gold, right, guys?
Of course. Loot comes first, huh? You know that.
Oh god. What we can use is we can use like the tent. We could cut up the tent.
Actually, I had a plan for all that stuff.
Oh, what's your plan?
What I wanted to do was because we're gonna be leaving this camp. I don't think we should stay here because the freaking ice, whatever, Snow
Yeah.
Queen. They're gonna send more forces out and stuff like that. So we need to get out of here as quickly as we can. So what I was figuring was we can't. It's not a good idea to just leave the boars and the wolves in their pens. It'd be cruel, because they could just starve to death or freeze to death there. And we can't let them out because as soon as we let them out, they're gonna try to eat us.
You want to kill them and use their pelts to get us?
Exactly. And plus, we can also feed these villagers as well because they need food.
That's
They
true.
haven't been fed very well, so
Yeah.
we can slaughter the
The wolves.
animals
Because they're going to try to attack us anyway. They're not gonna
exactly.
let us
We
out.
can't let them out. There's no way.
Experience
and
points too.
I can't just leave them in there. That's like I said, that'd be cruel to leave them in there to starve to death or freeze to death. And we can use the pelts and the fat and whatnot to keep them warm and cut up their meat to feed them and ourselves as well.
Yeah, and there were only like 6 in there, I think. But I guess they could share.
Well, I believe they're coming at us. The wolves were probably the winter wolves,
Yeah, they were.
which were bigger. So
Oh,
even though
that's right.
they're just wolves, they're bigger. And then the boars were big enough for the orcs to ride. So they should be pretty large as well. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that.
All right, I'm back.
We need food, right? But yeah, so after we search the bodies and stuff, I want to search all the bodies and collect and split up all the loot, the gold and stuff like that, and we could worry about the treasures once we get into a safe place. But Balasar had a plan concerning how we get the villagers out.
I'm grabbing my dagger, Keith.
Okay.
So speak your plan, Balasar.
I'm not sure if you heard any of that, Keith, or not.
I didn't. I had stepped away.
Oh, you didn't? Alright. Okay, no, that's why I wanted to make sure. Oh, look at that. Alright, so we have the issue of we have these villagers, and we need to get them out of there. We can't stay here because it's like sleeping on the other side of the dragon's door. It's like, well, kind of stupid. So just staying in here sleeping or resting, they're going to send more forces out, and we're going to get overrun, and we're going to die. So we need to get these villagers out. But since they were slaves and most likely don't have clothing or not a lot of clothing, and they're not going to survive in a blizzard, plus they need to eat. So we have the wolves and the boars that are in their cages. We can't let them out because as soon as we let them out, they're going to try to eat us. And it would be cruel to leave them there to freeze to death or to starve to death. So we can slaughter the animals, use their pelts for clothing for these villagers to keep them warm from the elements, and we can carve their meat. We have the fire, cook up the food, and feed them before we leave. Hopefully, that would allow us to get them out safely. We also have torches and things like that, which we can also hand out, and the torch might also help to keep them warm and give them extra light if it starts to become dark.
Gotcha. Actually, sounds like a real good idea. Okay, so
Yep, that's a great idea.
so you're gonna stay there overnight, or you're heading out with torches?
No. No, we're gonna head out as soon as we can. That's the whole point of all that, was to get them out of there as soon as possible.
Okay. All right, so you spend, I'd say, probably the next couple hours butchering the wolves and the boar, and taking their pelts and feeding everybody, like you were saying. And then using torches, you guys start the trek back to.
Do I have an hour that I could use to rest?
Actually, you guys could technically all take a short rest while you're doing that.
Cool.
So,
So what
Agreed.
happens when you take a short rest? You can use one of your hit die.
you can actually use all the hit dice you want during a short rest.
I can't get any spell slots back from a short rest, though, right?
No, unless you have an ability like Arcane Recovery or something like that.
Yay, McGonagall came back.
Cool. Okay, so so you guys start hitting on your way back. Are you going to be hitting the way you guys came back to town, or are you going somewhere else?
We're heading back towards town. Like, that's
Yeah.
that's the route, because we have all these people with us. Let's become
Yeah.
a band of adventurers that go around killing orcs for no particular reason.
Okay. Who wants to be the lucky die roller?
Not it.
Not it.
So does that mean Ghost is the lucky die roller?
It goes to me.
Looks like it.
Alright, so Mr. Ghost, go ahead and give me a d6 for random encounters. Let's see if anything you guys encounter anything on the way back. And you don't. Alright, so you guys trek
Nice.
back. It probably takes you guys a few days. I'm going to say about 3 more days. You guys travel back, trekking your way back, and you eventually make it back into town. As you guys get closer to town, word spreads, and as you guys enter into the southern gates of Loudwater, there's a large crowd of people by the gates that cheers you on as you guys
User entered your
bring all
channel.
the people that have been rescued into town. Great cheers go up, and you see the loved
I'm worried.
ones of all the people that were prisoners hug and embrace and whatnot. All right.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's.
I hide. I don't want to. I don't want to be popular.
I did have another question just
Okay.
before. I remember that Toki had found a scroll, and he said he was going to give me one of divine nature.
Yes. You take a look, and it is a scroll cure wounds.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see here.
But did we
Where did it
find any
go?
other good stuff from those orcs in the camp and stuff?
You just found some carved obsidian statuettes that Ghost had given to Balazar, thinking he would appreciate those.
Yeah, we got to destroy those.
And then there was a couple of those potions, and the scrolls that you had found.
Okay, cool.
And it doesn't look like the scroll had made it onto Balazar, so I'm gonna try it again here. Let's see. No.
Yeah, I see like unidentified item 3 times on mine.
Oh, maybe that's where it went. Let me check. Yeah, that's where it went. Alright, and let me undo that for you. Okay. So I took the 1 and gave it to Balazar. Okay, so Balazar, you have the spell scroll Cure Wounds, as well as the 5 carved obsidian statuettes of Bane, Merkel, Sirik, Shar, and Leviatar.
Yeah, I'm serious about destroying those statues.
Does it have it? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, does it have it in the description of who they are?
Yeah. And then Toki has the spell scroll Ray of Sickness and Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there was the 2 potions, which I put on Toki's sheet that you had found. And then all the coins got divvied out.
Yeah, I'd give 1 potion to Dean or John, and I'll hold on to the other potion because they'll die if I don't.
So who's getting the potion?
But 1 to John, and I hold on to the other.
Okay. So let me move one over for him.
The scroll of Cure Wounds. What level is that, or does it not work that way?
It'll be cast as a 1st level spell slot. Alrighty.
So everyone cheers us on, right? When we go into town.
Except for Ghost, who kind of just disappears and finds his own way back into town.
Okay. I guess we head towards the mayor's house or whatnot
Okay.
in order to simply get,
It's actually
rewarded for these.
there's a town council actually.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if we were supposed to get paid, I would definitely show up again.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you probably entered into the back ways into town, and you're probably sitting there waiting for everyone else as they eventually arrive at the city council chambers.
Nice. I'll whittle till they get there.
All right, and as you do, the city council is there waiting for you, and up at the as you enter in, you see a long table with a bunch of chairs. Up on the table, you see a small chest, and you see the council members on the other side of the table as they're beaming, and they're all, "Welcome. We appreciate all you have done." And as a gesture,
At that time, I'll approach the council
all
with
right,
my backpack open.
and they kind of give you this eye, like, okay, as you're holding out your backpack. Is that right?
Just dump some money in. I'll be all right with it. Yeah.
And they're kind of just looking at you, and they're like, as we were saying, we, as a token of our appreciation from the town of Loudwater, we offer you, and they open up the small chest, and you see a sizable stack of gold coins, which will amount with 100 gold pieces for each one of you. And they have each one of the council members, except for one of them, because there's 5 on the council, but 4 of them step up with a medal, and they put it around your neck.
Thank you very much. I graciously appreciate the reward and this medal.
You're quite
I'll
welcome.
grab it, put it around my neck, and take a look at it. Does it look like it's worth money?
Yeah, it looks like you could probably fetch probably another 50 gold pieces from the medal.
All right. I'll smile and put it in my pouch.
I tell the council about the Snow Queen and how she's encroaching onto the forest, and about the orcs that are working for her. I tell them that that the reason why they capture them is to use them for. I forgot to question the goblin that we tied up. Did I bring him with us? That's what I would totally bring him with us.
Yeah, you could bring him with you.
Yeah, I would have brought him with us.
I forgot you tied somebody up.
Yeah, I tied the goblin up, and as I want to keep him in sight, keep that goblin. But yeah, and I have this goblin here who's no, he didn't feed into the. I have this goblin here, who's a part of the camp. I speak a little goblin, so I should be able to, question him and figure out what their next move is, and stuff like that.
Me not talk.
Oh, you're going to talk. Of course, I think that me and my friends, we definitely need. Do you happen to have quarters in town that we can use in order to host our our next level of attack against the orcs, or our next level of defense? Quite tired and hungry. It's been a long journey.
And with that, we could put you up at a place here in town if you want. Also, there has been another adventurer who has recently passed by, who owns a tavern outside of town, a few days out. He was hoping to offer you guys a place to stay at the Burnside Inn, and so it's up to you. We could put you up here, or you can take up Cade's offer of staying with him at his inn called the Burnside Inn.
Cade, you say? Okay.
Yeah, he's a little halfling monk who is becoming famous for his maps of renown.
Sounds great. Yeah, we would definitely appreciate that. I also heard that Canthus also had a quest concerning giant insects in the forest.
Yes, there was an issue with some giant insects from a mage recently, but just last week there was a set of adventurers that went out and took care of the problem.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah. So we'll definitely just stay with Cade. I think that would be the best. And from there, we could probably, test and finally be able to figure out how to stop this Snow Queen from destroying this great town.
Oh, well, thank you. That would be appreciated. If we have any other issues to hire you on, we'll send for you.
Oh yes, that'd be great. I'm always interested in going on more adventures, and hopefully, finding more adventurers to go with us. Balasar and Jean were great warriors, and Ghost was, he was always doing stuff in the back, and he was quite instrumental in espionage.
And with that, they give Ghost a newfound look of respect now, instead of disgust.
He just smirks and bows low.
All right. So, awesome. You guys did good. You guys can go ahead and level up your characters one level. Did you guys have any questions?
I would like to do something. Ghost would like to do something before he leaves town.
Okay.
I want to find somewhere where I could purchase some poisons.
All right. So you start putting your feelers out for some contacts with the Thieves Guild. Oh, that's right. You never actually joined up with one yet, huh?
Nope. That's sneaky. Didn't even know I was in town.
That's right. You've been mainly outside of town, anyways. All right. So eventually,
Yeah.
you find some contacts. They kind of run you around town. So you spend about 3 or 4 hours running around town, and you finally run into a person that sells some poison. Let me
Cool.
see if yeah, there it is. Potion of poison. Let me take a look further at this. Alright, they say they can sell you this potion of poison, but it's going to cost you 150 gold pieces for it.
It's going to cost 150.
Yes.
Is it the same kind from the player's handbook?
It's the one from the DMG.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pay 150.
Okay.
For how many vials does he have?
It's he's got the one that he's got up to 4 vials available.
Oh, okay.
How many did you want?
I'll take them. All
4?
I'll take all 4.
All right.
Sure.
That'll be 600 to gold.
All right.
Alright, let's see here. John's asking what XP. Experience points for 3rd level is 900. Any other questions?
Yeah. Well, what I wanted to do was I wanted to go with Durgan. I don't remember which church he came from. I wanted to go with him, and to thank him for his help, and hopefully he can help us in the future as well. Donate a little bit to the church so that they can buy supplies and whatever they need.
Oh wow, how much?
Essentially,
How much?
it's gonna be 700 copper and 500 silver,
Oh wow.
or whatever that equates to.
Their eyes light up from that, and they're thankful for it. And with that, you can make a note. You've got favor with the Church of Lathander. So you can call on them for special services they can offer you. And Durgan, he appreciates the offer as well, and he thanks you for what you've done for the church, and for also taking him with you, and for the experiences that he learned. Alright, anyone else?
Oh yeah, I would have reminded Balasar about the statues, those evil statues.
Yeah, I have to take a look into those and things like that. His religion is terrible. negatives. Yeah, so that'll be like something that I do on the side.
Okay.
One last thing that I had, it was with the leveling. What was the ability scores? Are we able to take feats or?
Yes, you can take a feat if you'd rather do that instead of an ability score.
Sweet. All right.
All right. I'm also, if you guys have any other questions, shoot them out. I'm going through your personal quests to see who finished those.
Yeah, I said a
I
question.
think I did.
So, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to know, yeah, well, for one, it was about my personal quest, but I also wanted to know if I could, like, purchase equipment, to possibly, help to become, I guess, a better warlock. Maybe some items of sorts.
Go ahead and roll me a percentile dice. We'll see if you can find anyone nearby, or maybe even a black market that might have any magic items.
So to roll a percentile, how do I get that?
Okay, you'll right click on the D10 and choose the percentile, and then just drag and drop it on the chat window. Ooh, unfortunately, you ask about, and no one knows of anyone selling any magical instruments in the area.
Okay. But what about, isn't there a wizard tower in the...
There is a mage
town?
tower, yeah, in between the two churches.
Okay. Well, I would go there and ask about, relics and stuff like that, or possibly, even, like, studying, like, places where I could study, or anything in particular, about magic, so that I could possibly learn more, become a better warlock.
Alright, the mages there, they respond that you can study here within the mage tower. There is a membership fee of 150 gold pieces, but by paying the fee, and the fee comes up every year, the fee will allow you to peruse some spell scrolls, books, and do some studying here within the tower if you choose.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Keith, can I buy a couple poisoner skits?
Sure.
Cool.
Alright, so it looks like everyone but Ghost finished up their personal quests.
I never seen that chick. The Snow Queen.
Yeah. So with that, go ahead and give yourselves yet one more level for those of you that completed that quest.
Woohoo!
Poor Ghost. Eventually you'll run into her. Maybe.
So you said it was 100 and how much for the membership?
150 gold pieces.
Okay.
How does the ability score improvement work? At 4th level, you get to increase ability scores. Let's see here. Opening it up. I think it's any 2. So the ability score improvement, you can either increase 2 scores by 1 or increase 1 score by 2. But you can't increase an ability score above 20.